Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Justin DeChera, and I will be today's Master of Ceremonies. I work as a columnist at the Daily Reveille and am honored to stand side by side with my classmates in the name of Louisiana's future. Today, we preside on the steps of our state's capital with hope that we may preserve our university's standing as a nationally competitive institution. We preside on these steps to let legislators know that we do care about our future. We preside on these steps to let the nation witness our final stand for higher education in Louisiana. The decisions made within these stone walls behind me affect all of us. They affect in-state, out-of-state, and future students. We come here today to clarify to the world that we will not go silently. Silence is surrender, and today they will hear our voices. They will hear our words from the swamps of South Louisiana to the farmlands of North Louisiana. It is typical and a testament to Bobby Jindal's time as our governor that he is in fact not in the state today. Instead, he is in Washington, D.C. Instead, he is in Washington, D.C., pushing his political agenda, an agenda where we are his sacrificial pawns. No way. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm tired of being Jindal's pawn. I'm tired of being collateral damage in a suicide mission for the presidency. Today we are here to speak to politicians who aren't willing, to the politicians who are not willing to make us their pawns. Who are willing to fight for our future, who are willing to be courageous leaders. We are here to make the change. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you the student body president of Louisiana State University, Andrew Matuk.
Fellow students, despite what they said about us, we came. They rattled our cage, and now they are hearing us roar. This show of unity and solidarity as a student body should create a sense of pride that resonates with every student here. This, I can say, is my proudest moment at LSU. We come here today not out of aggression or rage, but to show that these cuts to education do not just affect the three letters that are LSU, but rather they affect each of us on a personal level. We are the embodiment of the spirit of LSU. We are the ones who suffer when LSU fails. As students, we have the duty and the obligation to keep the pressure on our downtown neighbors and to continuously remind them of who these cuts are really impacting. In the 2 short weeks that we have been in office, student government members have taken to the committee rooms to speak as the voice of the students. Our state capitol advisor is at the Capitol 5 days a week, sending constant reports and updates back to campus. We have found that while this will be an uphill battle, we as students do have allies in both chambers that are fighting to keep our school afloat. At noon today, I had the opportunity to meet one-on-one with Speaker Cleckley, who serves as the head of the House of Representatives. And immediately after this rally, I will be heading back into the Capitol by invitation of Senator Appel to speak into his committee, which is the Senate Committee on Education. We are doing this to find long-term, sustainable solutions for our school. Relationships like this And the support of these legislators in the crowd and on the steps to us today are reason to be optimistic. For this, we thank you. If there is one thing I can say to sum up this event, it is that we should all feel the same pride that I feel today. To give a few hours of our time to the school that has given us so much is the least we can do. We have set the bar high for future students, all the way up to a standard of excellence that can only be referred to as LSU. Thank you.
I was just told that inside the Capitol, they can hear our voices. So scream loud and yell and let them hear our voices, because look behind you. That is the beauty of Louisiana that we fight for. That is the future we fight for. We fight to make this state great. We fight to make a future worth fighting for.
No funds, no future!
No funds, no future! No funds, no future! No funds, no future!
No funds, no future!
Thank you, all of you, for being here today. Our next speaker is LSU Manship student Gabby Murphy. She will read to you a staff letter from LSU for those who could not be here today. Yep, there we go.
Thank you so much for being here. This is a letter from the LSU Staff Senate. The mission of LSU Staff Senate is to promote and protect the welfare of the LSU staff by representing the interest and the issues impacting all staff members. We currently represent over 3,000 individuals working on our campus. On Thursday, April 30th, 2015, members of the student body of Louisiana State University, alumni, and others will be marching to the state capitol to protest the colossal cuts threatening higher education in Louisiana. Though you will not see a large number of LSU staff marching on this day, know that we support their message 100%. Our hearts are with every Tiger who is marching. On April 30th, 2015, we will continue to support the mission of our great university and our outstanding faculty and students through our daily work. Our support is demonstrated by preparing the 286th commencement ceremonies, mowing the grass, maintaining our facilities and grounds, preserving our giant oak trees, preparing our students for job interviews and internships, reviewing and submitting research proposals to allow students and faculty the opportunity to change the world through inquiry and discovery, recruiting and enrolling the best and brightest students for the fall 2015 semester, repairing historic buildings to preserve the past for the future, streamlining processes and increasing efficiency, enrolling an employee's newborn twins in her health insurance plan, seeking areas to reduce university's energy consumption and carbon footprint, preparing for fiscal year end reporting, ensuring safety across our campus for students, faculty, staff, and visitors. And this list goes on and on. We simply cannot abandon post. We instead look to you, who are the voice of this community, this city, and this state. You have been entrusted with the power to do what is right for our citizens. Protecting the sanctity of higher education could not be more right for the future of the state of Louisiana. On behalf of the LSU Staff Senate and every staff member we represent, thank you for your support.
Go staff!
The next speaker was LSU student body president in 2011 and 2012. He now works for Lieutenant Governor Jay Darden and has come to represent Darden in today's rally. Please join me in welcoming Cody Wells.
Good afternoon, everybody. I gotta say, this is an impressive group, and this is why our opponents fear Tiger Stadium, is because of people like you. I was proud to serve the student body just a few short years ago, but today I'm here representing Lieutenant Governor Jay Darden, who is also a former student body president at LSU, and I want to share with you on his behalf today a few short paragraphs of a letter that he wrote in 1977, 38 years ago, that is still relevant today. Louisiana, Louisiana, they're trying to wash us away. They're trying to wash us away. Songwriter Randy Newman wasn't talking about the state of higher education in Louisiana when he wrote those lyrics, but he might as well have been. Louisiana has not only washed away, but we have sunk to the very bottom, 50th place in the nation in our support of colleges and universities. This week, 38 years ago, the Student Government Association of LSU mailed out 28,000 newsletters to students in an attempt to rally public support for the plight of university faculty members who, besides students, are most hurt by the lack of financial support. And with a depressed job market for college teachers, 5% of LSU's faculty left last year to take positions elsewhere. Doesn't that sound familiar today? Most of these individuals left unwillingly, but due to financial reasons, they had no choice. Louisiana holds the dubious rank of 41st in national faculty salaries. What's the answer? What's the answer? More public support from the legislature is needed. That's what SGA is asking students to request from their local representatives. We hope that faculty pay raises will result from a special session to be held in August. Many seem to think that a tuition raise is the most expeditious means of financing higher education. But can we afford to increase our expenditures of higher education? The answer is yes, but the greater question is, can we afford not to give our universities and their faculties the support they need and deserve? Louisiana's national decline in various categories of higher education cannot be reversed overnight, but a salary boost for college and university faculties is a step in the right direction. If you feel that we need to place an urgent priority on public education, please join the LSU students in seeking the support of your local senators and representatives. Randy Newman paints a bleak picture when he sings college men from LSU went in dumb, come out dumb too. But before that statement becomes alarmingly true, it's time that Louisiana changes its tune. Now that's a letter that's 38 years old that was published by Jay Darden, student body president in 1977 in the Rat-a-Tat-Tat, and it was as true today as it was back then.
Our next speaker is an avid activist in the LSU community who has helped organize multiple rallies for higher education. LSU Go Vote President Valencia Richardson.
Hi, everybody. So we're going to break up this party by doing a little demonstration. So we are all aware of the dire circumstances facing our university. By being here today, we are showing everyone that we are listening. By registering to vote, we had so many people register to vote today, and we are going to show that we can put our vote where the results go. LSU students are not known for being silent, and today we are reminding everyone of that. Contrary to popular belief, students are paying attention. We are concerned about the future of the university that we love and value and work so hard to get into and stay into. We are worried about how we will be able to afford the consequences of millions of dollars in budget cuts. We are worried and confused to why our fates are so vulnerable when the success of this state relies so heavily on our success. Now is the time to send the message that higher education needs to be protected. It is a shame that every state legislator is not out here with us today. Yeah, everyone, yes. And we appreciate the ones that decided to show up. Right now, we are about to put the mass in mass communication. I want everyone to take out their phones right now. I want hold up that sign. Hold up that sign. I want everybody to go to this URL right here, bit.ly/contactyourledge, LEDGE. You're going to send a message. We are going to send a message to all the legislators who have this effect on our, you want me to repeat it? All right, I'll repeat it. bit.ly/contactyourledge, LEDGE. We're about to send a message to all the legislators who have the effect on our future of this university. We're going to give you a few minutes. Do I need to repeat it again?
Yes, please.
All right.
We're going to tweet it.
All right. We're also about to put it on Twitter, so you can click on that link as well. bit.ly/contactyourledge, ledge spelled ELDGE. With a few clicks, we will send hundreds of messages to the legislature and tell them that we are forever LSU. I'm going to give you all a few minutes, and then we'll go on to the next person. If you all send a message, raise your phones, and let's start it. Go! Tiger! Go!
Tiger!
Go!
Tiger!
Go! 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 We are a force to be reckoned with in Death Valley, aren't we? Aren't we? Our opponents are scared to play us there. Well, guess what? Our legislators need to know that they have to be scared if they're going to stand against higher education. There are many legislators in this building, most of them, that stand with us on higher education. But we need all of our legislators to stand behind us. We need all of our legislators to put higher education as a priority. We need to find long-term solutions to our problems. And here today, we are making our voices heard. We're letting them know that long-term solutions must be the only solution. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of presenting to you our next speaker. Our final speaker is a state representative on the House Education Committee and a gubernatorial candidate. He has long been an advocate for higher education and supports finding long-term solutions to funding Louisiana's future leaders. Please join me in welcoming Representative John Bell Edwards.
Thank you very much. Look, I know from the last speaker that you all are paying attention. Unfortunately, you're paying a lot more than attention, because when you go to school this fall, you're going to pay 90% more in tuition than you did when Bobby Jindal became governor. And despite that, the state of Louisiana will spend hundreds of millions of dollars less to educate you and the other kids in Louisiana at our universities, one of which is my daughter Sarah, who's a freshman at LSU right now. We can do better than that, but we've got to stand up and say, enough is enough. We've got to fund higher education in the state of Louisiana. This is a disaster for our future and for your future. Look, that statue across the way there of Huey Long, think what you might of him, but during the Great Depression, he found money to build University of Louisiana at Baton Rouge. He found money for classrooms, for pay raises. He found money so the kids in Louisiana could do better. If we can do it in the Great Depression, we can do it in 2015. Now, I don't know where everybody else was, but I can tell you for the last 7 years, I've been leading the fight against Bobby Jindal's budgets. I've been leading the fight against cuts to higher education. I didn't vote for the budget last year because it cut higher education again. And I promise you this, I will not vote for a budget this year that makes you pay 90% more when you come to school this fall if it cuts $1 single from higher education. That's my promise to you. That's my promise. And I'm going to lead the effort in the legislature to make sure we restore the money. Otherwise, we won't go home. We'll stay here and we'll do the work that's necessary to make sure that higher education, including LSU, is fully funded. We ought to do that. You ought to insist upon it. And I don't know where everybody else is today. Let's be fair. Some people still are in committee meetings inside, but many are not. But they're not out here. So obviously you have to make your voices heard, and we're not making it easy on you. But you got to keep up the fight because it's the right thing to do, not just for you, but for our state. We cannot afford in Louisiana. We cannot afford in Louisiana to stay at the top of all the bad lists and the bottom of all the good lists. And let me just give you this statistic. Since Bobby Jindal became governor, no state in the nation has cut support for higher education more than the state of Louisiana. It is wrong. We can do better. Together we will do better. And if you want to do better, I encourage you to join my team, Team JBE for Louisiana. Thank y'all very much. Appreciate you.
I want everyone here to take a look around them and see how many of your classmates and how many of your fellow LSU Tigers and other Louisiana schools that had the passion to come out here and fight for their education. And now I want you to take a look around you and tell me if your legislators are out here. But take a good look, because some of them are. Some of them are out here and some of them are not, just like Representative Edwards said. And so what's important for us to do today is we can't just sit here and chant. We have to be going online and submitting our Protect Higher Education messages to the Senate Committee on Education, the Senate Committee on Finance, the House Committee on Appropriations, and the House Committee on Education. We need to be tweeting that link so that everyone in Louisiana has it, and so that every legislator who is able to make a decision and who is able to fight for us does it. And I want every legislator, I want every news outlet, I want every student here to know that we're here because we're fighting and we're not done yet. This isn't a one-day thing. This is a rally, but this is an entire campaign. We need our legislators to save higher education. We're registering voters. There are new voters here today with us, and what do you think they're voting for? Higher education. So if you haven't registered to vote, or if you haven't written a letter to your legislator, we have a table over in the back that you can do that, and we will deliver it to their desk for you. Tell them that you're here and you're making the change.
When I was a freshman at LSU, I had an English instructor. Her name was Martha Strawshine. She still teaches here at LSU. And Martha is one of those people in 2010 that received a letter saying that they would be terminated if budget cuts were as bad as they were proposed to be. Actually, every English instructor received those letters. And because English 2000 is a requirement at LSU, I'm sure every single one of us has had some instructor at LSU in the capacity of the English department. Well, those are the first people to go. And those are the people who change students' lives. Martha Strawshine changed my life. She made me love writing. She made me love speaking, and gave me the courage to do things like this, to come out today and speak to all of you. And those are the people that are going to lose their jobs. Those are the people that are going to lose the support for their families if budget cuts are as bad as they are. If 82% of our budget is cut, LSU will not be the same university. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is a state senator serving on the Education Committee. He's proposed legislation to find innovative solutions to funding higher education. Please join me in welcoming State Senator Dan Claytor.
Hello. I appreciate the warm welcome. It's great that you're engaged and that you're here. I do what I can. I do what I can to promote higher education. Yesterday we had a bill here that related to TOPS. I don't know if you were following it very closely, but the idea, the way it was presented, was to put a floor on TOPS. One of the senators said, "What do you want, a blank check for higher education?" My answer was, yes, I would like a blank check for higher education. It's certainly very important that you're here, but I would suggest before you disperse that you consider taking a walk about half a mile that way. They have a White House behind a fence on the lake that needs to hear that you're engaged in higher education and that you want no more cuts to higher education. Yeah. Do you need a little direction? Just go right past the Armory, White House on the left with the fence around it. There's a big place across the street that you could gather and make your presence known. I appreciate being here with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you to every one of you who came out today to let your voices be heard. Thank you to our speakers who have taken the time to address us today. This legislative session decides LSU's future. It decides the future of higher education in Louisiana, and it decides our individual futures. We've voiced our opinions, and we've shown our faces. LSU is home to me and thousands of other men and women, state senators and representatives. Protect our home. Protect the stately oaks. Protect our future. Higher education takes up approximately 3% of Louisiana's overall budget, yet it has consistently been the target of budget cuts year in and year out. State senators and representatives, courageously defend Louisiana's future by finding long-term solutions to our state's budget crisis. For every dollar students pay in tuition, we're only getting a penny's worth in return. Please join me in emulating our state's funding of higher education by symbolically placing spare change into higher education's budget.